Okay, so first off, I'm going to start this with, I guess, introducing myself because there's some people on here who I know are new distributors. So maybe you don't really know who I am, but my name is Carly Guerrero. I am your Triple Diamond upline. And just a little bit about my story real quick. I joined this business for an extra $300. That's all I wanted. I didn't see myself going anywhere with it. I didn't think that I was good enough to really like reach these higher ranks that I saw these girls, at. And I remember the day that I joined, I took quitting and I took giving up off the table. So that's what I want all of you to do. I don't care if you just started, if you've been in for a year, if you've been in for a few months, take quitting and take giving up off the table, because if you do that, then you know you're going to be successful eventually. I told myself, even if, make sure y'all are muted. I told myself, even if it took me 6 years to get to the top of the company, that was still completely worth it, because an ambassador diamond makes $30,000 a month, and that is absolutely insane. And so took quitting, took giving up off the table, and I just ran with this. I listened to my enroller. Courtney Bohr enrolled me. I just did what she told me to do. I'm one of those people where if you give me a goal or you tell me to do this, I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to say, okay, what's next? And so that's literally that's what got me to where I am, because if you can get to Ruby, you can get to any rank in this company. Because if you look at an emerald chart, that's just 2 rubies. The diamond chart, that's an emerald, or a diamond is just, Courtney, will you keep an eye on if people are unmuted so I can go and mute them? Just let me know. What was I saying? A diamond is just an emerald and a ruby. And so each rank is just rubies put together to get you to that next spot. So if you can get to Ruby, you can get to any rank in this business, you guys. Okay, so also keep that in mind. But a little bit, this business joined for an extra $300. I spent my last $100 on this business. Okay, after I joined, I had 28 cents left in my bank account. Okay, didn't know what I was going to do. I remember thinking like, you either just made the biggest mistake or this is like going to be the biggest blessing of your life. But because of this business, I was able to leave a toxic marriage. I was able to buy my dream car on my own, get in an apartment all on my own, provide for my kids, and just do all these things that, I needed to do because of this business, because I stuck it out and I pushed through even when times got hard. So do not give up on this, okay? Now I'm going to go into kind of a little bit of how I stay organized. I don't know if this was a question. I haven't seen this yet in there. Maybe I'll have to read over them. But a little bit of how I stay organized and what I do, because I do think that being organized and keeping track of your business and your potentials is probably one of the most important things, because we're talking to so many people on a daily basis, right? Like, think of how many people you talk in 1 week. And if you never write down somebody's name, you can't remember all those people. Like, our brains just can't do that. We're going to forget. So a little bit of what I do, and I just started doing this. Like, I just went earlier. Hold on real quick. I went earlier this week and I got 2 spirals. I got some folders. I got a new, what's this called? Planner. And I got some colored, these aren't really pins, but for some, I love these, the Papermate flare things that are all different colors. I got these because I wanted to do things in different colors. So that's just like a visual. I'm a huge visual person on like staying organized, got highlighters and pencils, all kinds of things like that. Which, guess what? That's all a tax write-off. So I just went to Target, and now that's a tax write-off. So got my spiral. So what I do is I make a list like this. It says potentials for March at the top. Half of the paper is potential loyal customers. Half of the paper is potential distributors, okay? Anybody that I talked to about the business, potential distributor side. Anybody I talked to about products, potential loyal customer side. For my customers, I write down their name, where I'm talking to them, so Facebook, Instagram, or text messaging, and then I also write the product that they're interested in next to it. That way, when I'm following up, I can just say, okay, Natasha, I'm talking to her on Facebook, and she wants coffee and greens. Bam. It's so easy for me to type a follow-up message, because sometimes I'll use the same script, but sometimes I get a little more personal, like, hey, girl, I just wanted to check in with you, see if you're still interested in ordering your keto coffee and chocolate greens. So excited for what this could do for you. Let me know if you still want to get your order in. So it makes it super simple, because you know where you're talking to them, what products they want, and it's just right there. So that's what I do. And then I also, y'all are going to think that this is like you're doing double the work, but it's like I said, I'm a visual person. On my calendar, I'll show y'all here. So I have if their name is in blue, they're a potential customer, and if their name is pink, they're a potential distributor. So that way I can just look at it and say, okay, she's a customer or distributor. And then once they've signed on, I think she's on this Zoom, Carissa, yes. Like she was a potential distributor, and so she signed on, so now she's highlighted. So I know like, okay, she enrolled and she was a potential distributor. And I put that like on whatever day I'm talking to them. So she messaged me Friday, signed up Friday, her name was written down on Friday and highlighted. So I know like, okay, she signed on the 1st. And then that also, it's easy because if I need to go back and if she asks me like, hey, you know, is my 30 days up for my shopping spree or anything like that, I can just go and look and be like, no, you've got to, you know, the 1st of next month. So it just makes it super simple. And then I also write down trainings. So every training is written down and it's highlighted in pink. So that's that. I also do my host a post, which you guys, okay, it's a promotion month. It's promotion month. And host a post are going to be your best friend if you're working on a promotion right now. I did one, my giveaway, and I encourage you to do giveaways, but don't do like a month-long giveaway for like customers. Like my giveaway that's going on right now is just this week, and it's 2 bags of keto coffee. Next week it'll be something else. And then the last week of this month, I have a super big giveaway for my loyal customers that sign up that week, just because it's like, it's more urgent, you know, like, oh, you only have a week to enter, like sign up now, you know, get your order in. So I've been doing host a post. So this notebook says March host a post. And then I have a goal. So by tomorrow, I want to have 10 host a posts done. I have 5. I've gotten all 5 of these in the drive that I had to go pick Berkeley up from her dad's to come home. I got 5 people to do a host a post, okay? Y'all, this business goes wherever we go. So got my 5 host a posts, and what I do is I write down their name. So I only do host a posts on Facebook. You can do host a posts on Instagram. Instagram host a posts get a little bit confusing, I feel like. Even though I did a host a post on Instagram, and that's how Miss Caroline Floyd is on our team from a host a post. But so they do work. They're just a little more time consuming. So I only do them on Facebook really, but I just write down the people's names who did it for me. That way I can be like, okay, I need to go follow up on her profile. Cause I'll check that every single day to see if new people have commented, you know, because you have to make sure that you're following up on things, because these girls, you know, they could have done this host post tonight and get 5 comments on it. And then if I never check that again, what if 10 people comment tomorrow and I never go back and check it and I miss out on 10 potential customers? So when you're doing these host posts, make sure you're writing down who is doing a host post for you, and then like what social media platform that's on. That way you can go and check up. And if you don't know what a host post is, it's basically so you have your market, like your friends and everything like that. But what you can do is you can do a post on Facebook that's like, who would be interested in winning 5 samples of keto coffee? Drop a comment below. And then everybody who comments, you're going to message and just say, hey, girl, would you be willing to throw a post up on your Facebook wall in exchange for some free product? If they do, you send them a post to post, like, who's looking to lose 15 pounds by, you know, this time. My friend so-and-so is looking for some product models or something like that. People comment. You're basically tapping into your friends' Facebook's like friends or your friends' friends. Does that make sense? So host posts are really awesome. But that's basically how I stay organized and what I do. Now let's go to all these questions. I love all these questions. Okay, you guys, I have to brag really quick because my biggest pet peeve is when I do these Zooms and I say, bring your questions, and then nobody has questions. And this is the first Zoom that we've had this many questions. So I'm like so proud and so excited for this. Okay, so let's dive in. All right, the first question, how do you get people's attention to buy the product? That's going to go into how you're posting. Okay, so are your pictures pretty? Like, do they, hold on, there's some, it echoes. If we're not muted, it'll echo. Got it. Okay. So to get people's attention about the product, first off, you need to be a product of the product. So that's why it's super important to run your auto shipment, because you're going to have product on hand that you can use. And even if you're not using that product, you could use some of your keto coffee if keto coffee is in your auto shipment, and then sell some of it to make some cash back, okay? Because I completely understand joining this business because you need to make money, and then, you know, trying to spend money every single month on these products. I didn't have money to spend whenever I joined this business, but I've always run an auto shipment just because I was like, it's going to make me commission qualified. I know for a fact I'm going to get paid, because what if, you know, it comes down to at the end of the month, you don't have your auto shipment set up and you don't have 150 personal BV, or personal, the PBV and PCV are confusing me now. That new one, I'm just like, what is it? But if you don't have enough volume, you're not getting a paycheck. Okay, so an auto shipment is super important. But be a product of the product. Use the products. Get your own results. That's why I was so excited when I found out I was pregnant. One, because duh, another baby, new member of the family. But two, like I knew that, I was going to gain some weight. And then I knew that I was going to be able to use these products to have like a weight loss testimony. And so that really helped me. I was super excited. I used keto coffee my entire pregnancy. I got to talk about how, the keto coffee helped me maintain a healthy weight. Because when I was pregnant with Berkeley, I blew up. I was 97 pounds when I got pregnant with her, and I was like 165 when I gave birth. I was just a circle. And keto coffee, drinking that with my pregnancy with Riley, I maintained a healthy weight. And so I got to talk about that. And then after I had Riley, I lost all of my baby weight in 2 weeks, you guys, 2 weeks from keto coffee and chocolate cream. So use the products, but also whenever you're posting about the products, take pretty pictures. So like this wall back here, like the lighting that comes in these windows onto this wall is so perfect. So if you saw my picture on, I don't remember, I think I put it on Facebook, but of my coffee mug last night in front of the little green wreath, it was right here. It's seriously like the best wall. So like make sure that you're taking all of your pictures with the natural lighting coming in. You don't want to walk up to your window and take a picture like this with the light behind you. You want to turn around and have that natural light coming in on your picture. Take that picture. Use Lightroom. That's what I think basically everybody uses Lightroom to edit their pictures. You can get a preset off of Etsy for like, Courtney, you found some pretty like cheaper presets, didn't you, on Etsy? Like 10, I don't know, like there's some that are like $10, some that are
$5 to $6.
Perfect. So you can get on Etsy, just search like Lightroom preset, get something like that. Or PicTapGo is another good one. I think you have to pay for the app, but you don't have to buy a preset or anything like that. That's a good way to edit your pictures. But you want to make sure that you're editing your pictures, you guys, because the biggest thing is we join this business, and so we have to treat it like a business. We have to take the time to, make it look appealing to people. So make sure that your pictures are pretty, and post befores and afters. So what I do is like every now and then on my Facebook, I'll just post like a corporate approved before and after and type like a super excited caption. And then on your Instagram, like let's say that you have a keto coffee before and after, take a picture of a coffee mug that's super cute and pretty, and then do that thing where you can like upload 2 pictures. Upload like a before and after as a second picture. So your caption could be something about talking about the keto coffee, and then at the end you can say swipe right to see so-and-so's befores and afters. That way you've got a pretty picture on your actual Instagram so it all flows and looks good, but then they can swipe and still see that before and after and see that people are getting results. How many distributors are in this area? Is this Sherman, Texas? Is this a local person question? Not sure where this area is. I'm just going to assume that it's this where I live. On our team, I'm not exactly sure. There's a lot in our area on our team, but do they work? Not all of them do. Most of them have fallen off. So that's just part of the business, like not everybody's made for this. So the fact that they've fallen off, it doesn't bother me, and I'm still friends with a lot of them, but it's just part of it. When placing orders, do you personally walk your customers through the process? Always walk them through it. So the way that I sign on customers, I will not send my website until I know that they are ready. Like sitting down, are you ready? But like, are you really ready right now? Because I'm not sending you this website until you're ready, kind of thing. Because let's say that they say, yeah, I'm ready, and you send your website, and then you send the steps, and then it's like crickets and you don't hear back from them. And then you just have to keep following up like, hey, did you get that order placed? Did you get that order placed? So I do not send my website until they're ready. So like, I guess kind of the way that like one of my, I'll read y'all. I just signed a customer on earlier. So I'll just read y'all my conversation with her. So she swiped up on my Instagram story and she said cleanse because she wanted the cleanse. And so I sent her the description of the cleanse, and I said, does this sound like something that you'd be interested in? You always want to end with a question. That keeps you in control of the conversation. She said, yes, please. Then I said, okay, awesome. There's 2 ways to become a customer. You can be a retail customer and pay full price of the product, which is $60, or be a loyal customer, do the 90-day challenge. You get my discount, saving 40% and making it only $36, which would work best for you. She said, definitely the 36. I said, okay, awesome. What's your number? And I'll text you my website and help you get my discount. She sent me her number. I said, texting now. Okay. Took it over to text messaging. Always take it to text messaging because then it makes following up even easier. Whoops. So texted her and I said, hey girl, it's Carly. Hi, I'm so excited for you. Sending my website now. Sent that message. In a separate message, I send my website. In a separate message, I say, make sure my name and number are at the top of the page and let me know that you're there. So it looked, y'all can't see that. Can y'all see that? So it looks like this. Sending my website now, send website, and then to make sure that my name and number are there. All in separate messages. And those are all text replacements, so it takes me like 0.2 seconds to send that. Once she says that she's there on my website, that's whenever I send the steps for them to sign on as a customer. And then after I send them the steps in a separate message, so it's just a bunch of separate messages. Y'all still can't see that. See how it's like, this is the steps to sign on in another message. She sends this, and then I send another message. You don't want to send them a long paragraph because that's going to be like, people aren't going to want to do it. You know what I mean? It's going to kind of like discourage them and be like, wow, that's a lot to read. So I break it up. So once I send the steps for her to sign on, I say, once you finish your order, screenshot the confirmation code and let me know when you're done, or let me know if you have any problems. Then she started asking about like more products and things like that. So then I just explained those products. They send the confirmation code, the screenshot, and I say, perfect, I'm so excited for you. Make sure you let me know when your order comes in. Thank you so much for your support. So break it up and don't send your website until they're ready to order. Let me see. Every now and then I will place orders for my customers if they cannot do it. But I do not like to place orders for our customers because if you're placing an order for a customer, make sure that you have mentioned 90-day challenge and that they know that it is a 3-month commitment and an auto shipment. Because if you're placing that order for them and they say they can call customer service and say, well, I didn't know that it was 3 months and a 90-day challenge. I didn't know it was going to auto ship me. And then you're going to have to pay the $50 for that customer to cancel. So that's why I never sign on customers, because I don't want to have to pay their $50 for them to back out, because some people will do that. I've had some people say, like, there's been one girl that I signed on as a loyal customer, and I told her about the 90-day challenge, everything like that. I had screenshots, and she tried telling customer service that I didn't tell her about that. So I had to like create a support ticket, go through all of this mess of like emailing all of them stuff, being like, no, I told her about it. She's just trying to cheat the system. So you have to be careful when you're signing on the customers yourself. How do you get someone to be a distributor? Okay, so I was in another network marketing company before It Works, and it did not work out for me. I was in Kyani. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but basically, like, you literally had to spend like $600 to join, and then the products, like the cheapest product was $150. I didn't make any money with it. I didn't even make a penny. And so it kind of scared me because I was like, I've tried this before and it didn't go anywhere. Like, I'm scared. So you just kind of have to let them know that you have to find the company that works best for you. That company wasn't for me. This one was. And so that's why you have to try out other things. There's some girls who have been in Unique who now they're in this business because they didn't do so well in Unique, but they take off with this. There's girls, who've left It Works and are better at Unique. Like, that's just how it is. You have to find your niche and what you're good at. So I would just talk to them, get personal. Let them know that when they join this business that they're not just going to join and be thrown in, that they're joining a team of girls who are here to help and support them. I mean, there's 36 of us on here right now. Like, we're all one team, one mission, and we can all help each other. So I just like to tell people that even if they haven't been in another network marketing business, but they're scared to join this because they think that they're not going to get help, let them know. Like, there's so many people here to pour into you. Like, and those are my exact words that I say to people. There's so many people here to help and pour into you and lead you and help you become successful. It just boils down to, are you going to work for it? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we can't make anybody work this business, and we can't make anybody successful in this business. It comes down to, they want it, they make it happen. I'm so excited. I just need help with conversations. Okay, so the conversations, I feel like, try to keep it as short and sweet as you can, but still like super professional. Like, you don't want to be short and just you want to be excited. It's good that you're excited with your conversations. You want to be excited. Like, I feel like sometimes people are like, oh my gosh, this girl does not talk like this in real life. Cause I'm like, OMG, yay, I'm so excited for you. Like, you're going to love this. Like, they're like, there's no way she's that peppy all the time. But, They're like wrestling in the living room. Be excited, but just kind of like keep it short and sweet, okay? Get to the point. That's really like, if I feel like I know who asked that, because I think I saw it in the team chat. Just message me screenshots of your conversation, and I'll help you through it, okay? And like, you kind of have to figure out like what works best for you. Like, the way that I talk to people might not be the way that you're going to talk to people, or be the way that you're comfortable talking to people. So you have to figure out, how you're comfortable. Hey, can y'all not make him bark? Okay. Okay. Do you have an iPhone? The text replacement app question. You do? Okay. Text replacement was fixed. So like, there was that one update to where it made it to where our text replacements could only be like 50 characters or whatever. They've fixed that. So now like, I use my text replacements again, and I don't use that text replacement app. You're going to kind of have to message me that question, because I'm not exactly sure what the question is. I can't think of how to do my first initial post. Awesome. Okay. So, I don't know who asked this question, but being in this business, you got to get comfortable taking selfies, okay? Sundays are for selfies. Selfie Sunday, ladies. Do your makeup, do your hair. I don't care if you have your, slouchy pajama pants on, but put on a cute shirt. Go stand in front of your window and just take selfies, like different angles. Take a selfie here. Go to a different window. Take a selfie there. Take selfies, okay? Or like if you're dressed up cute one day, like I'm always like, Rocco, when we got home from church today, I was like, Mom, will you come take a picture of me? And we like went out on the front porch and like took a picture. Because you have to always be adding to your, like, I guess, collection of pictures to post, because those are good business posts. So get comfortable taking selfies, but your first initial post, think of your why. Why did you join this business? What is it going to help you do? Where is it going to take you? What are the goals that you're going to accomplish? So like, this wasn't my first post, but I remember before I ever went diamond in this business, I don't even think I was ruby. And I was posting things like, whenever I go diamond, whenever I get that $10,000 bonus, it's going to allow me to get the house that I want and be able to get a new car. And it's going to allow us to travel and do all these things and go to the grocery store without having to worry about our, credit cards getting declined or things like that. And so talk about things that this business will allow you to do. And then guess what? You're talking about it so much, you're putting it out there, you're believing it, it happens. And then you can say, because of this business, I did this, And so it's really cool to go back and look and see, like, my post talking about like when this happens. And now I can be like, dang, like it did happen, because I was talking about it, I made it a goal, and here I am. So definitely and guys, when it comes to posting, get vulnerable. Okay. You don't have to share all of the bad things, but people don't like, if I did a post that's talking about, oh, well, I make $10,000 a month. People don't relate to that. And believe it or not, whenever I post things like that, it does not get me any distributors. I just do it to get it out, like just to get it out there kind of thing. Like whenever I talk about that, that doesn't get me any potential distributors, because nobody relates to that. Nobody can wrap their mind around making $10,000 a month until you're here. But whenever I post about, wow, It Works just allowed me to fill up my gas tank, and I take a picture of, $47 or whatever in a business card at the gas pump, that gets me potential distributors, because that's what people want. People want to be able to fill their car up. You could do one going to the grocery store, okay? Take a picture of your full little buggy cart and just be like, wow, because of It Works, I'm here buying all these groceries and I don't even have to think twice about swiping my card. That's the things that people relate to. And so you got to get real and raw with your posts. Whenever I do posts talking about how, my water was shut off, I've had cars repossessed, the heat was shut off. Like literally, you guys, I joined in November of 2016. December of 2016, for 2 weeks, my heat was shut off because I couldn't afford to pay my $300 bill. But I got $300 in bonuses and went and paid that bill. So this business is a huge blessing. You just have to work it. And talk about those struggles, because that's what people relate to. And you're going to say, but I don't want people to know, like, I don't want people to know this. It doesn't matter. Like, it does not matter. I did a live video one time about, when was it? It was over a year ago. I don't remember. It was before we moved from our from our duplex. But I was cleaning out everything, and I found my WIC card. I found my food stamps card. I found my WIC papers. I found all of that stuff, and I just did a live video showing people like, this is where I was. This is where I was, and here I am now because of this business. That got me, potentials because people relate to that. There's people who are there who need this business because they know it's going to help them. Look at Tam. She's bobbing and weaving back there now. So be real, be raw. That's what people relate to. Following up on things like potential loyal customers, distributors are easy for me. How do I follow up? Okay, so how do I follow up with my host post people who say yes? Like, how do I follow up with people who say that they'll post for me and don't post? Yep. Okay. So what I would do is I would just follow up with them, just be like, hey girl, I just want to, are you doing a host a post for, I can unmute you. Are you doing I didn't unmute you. There it is. Okay. Are you doing like your host, okay, was your host post like a giveaway or like a free product or something like that?
Yeah, it was a giveaway.
Okay, so what you could do is message them, just be like, hey girl, I just wanted to see if you still wanted an entry into my giveaway. Like, if you do, let me know. I'll send you a post to throw up on your wall real quick. Because sometimes I feel like with my host post, like tonight, I'll read it to y'all, because I feel like when we're messaging people for host a post and they think like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to come up with a post, and I think that scares them away. But what I've been sending people is so for my giveaway that I'm doing, everybody who's commenting right now, I'm sending them a message that says, hey girl, for an extra entry into my keto coffee giveaway, do you mind posting on your Facebook wall for me? I'll also send you some samples for doing so. Let me know if this sounds good, and I'll send you the post to throw up. That way they know, like, okay, she's going to just send it to me and I just have to copy and paste it. So I would do that, but follow up with them and just be like, hey girl, I just wanted to check in with you and see if you wanted an entry into my giveaway. Or if it was for samples, hey girl, I just wanted to follow up with you and see if you were still wanting some of these free samples. Just something like that, because who doesn't want free samples and who doesn't want to win a giveaway? So surely that would get them to message you back. Okay, so like upselling. How do you refer more than one product? Like, how do you get a loyal customer to get more than one thing? Okay, so this was something, did I screenshot it? I don't remember if I screenshot it or saved it. Damn it. I'm going to have to go back and find that. I'm going to write myself a note. Because Shay posted a good.
I have that. Do you want me to post it in this chat?
Yeah, is it the like cleanse thing? Like, would you like to
Yes. Yeah, I have like her whole script.
Okay, send that. Yes, please. Because she posted that in the Lifers page, and I saw it, and I did something. I guess I just liked it. I thought I meant to screenshot it. That's what happens when I'm like laying in bed late at night and my brain's mush. But you're going to want to upsell. So let's say that you're talking to somebody about keto coffee, and you've told them, everything that keto coffee does and all of these things. Right before they go to check out, send them a quick message that's something like, would you like to add a cleanse to jumpstart your weight loss journey for an extra discounted price of $36, something like that. And then explain the cleanse, and then maybe send a before and after what the cleanse can do. Because if you were coming to me for weight loss coffee and then you told me jumpstart my weight loss journey with this cleanse, I'm going to be like, yeah, throw it in the bag. Why not? You got anything else? Like, bring it all at me. Because we have to have the mindset that people want to spend money. Okay, stop thinking that people only want to spend $25 on fat fighters, and throw that out the window, you guys. Okay, everybody write this down. Fat fighters will not help with weight loss. Sucker. Fat fighters does not help with weight loss. Fat fighters is for maintaining a healthy weight. Once you get your weight loss goal, fat fighters is your bestie. Okay, fat fighters is my best friend. I don't know if y'all saw me chowing down on some spaghetti and meatballs, but I'm definitely going to take some fat fighters after tonight, because this is a big plate of spaghetti. That's what fat fighters is for. I'm somebody who has a semi-healthy diet. I don't eat a lot of carbs, but when I do eat carbs, I use my fat fighters. Okay, so if somebody's coming to us and they're saying that they want to lose weight, and then they say, well, I can only spend $30. This is why we've taken out asking their budget out of the weight loss script, because we're just going to assume that they're going to spend $150 plus. That's what we're going to assume. They might not, so we're going to have to bump it down a little bit, but we're going in thinking $100 plus, right? So You're going to suggest Cleanse, Keto Coffee, Thermify X, whatever, things like that. People who are serious about losing weight know that they're going to have to spend at least $100, okay? And if they're not, if they're, a college girl or in high school or something like that, and they're just wanting to lose weight and they're like, well, I can spend $15. You guys tell them, okay, well, when you're serious about your weight loss goal, I'm here to help you, okay? $15 budget to lose 30 pounds, that's not realistic. Losing fat fighters, just throw that out the window, okay? So just suggest, different products, or, if somebody's saying that they want to cleanse or detox, like, okay, would you also be interested in our new Thermify X product? This is what it does. Just ask them. You never know unless you ask. So if you're talking to somebody about one product, just make the ask. Would you also be interested in this? Because there's a lot of people who will. What do you do if you're messaging every day, posting every day, following every day, and still get no response? You keep going. You keep on going, okay? What do you do if you are messaging every day, posting every day, following every day, and still get no one to answer, respond, or even follow you back? You keep on going, okay? You sit down and you look at what you're doing, okay? What message are you sending? How many people are you messaging? And then look at your posts, okay? I don't know who asked this question, but I want you to go look at my Instagram, and I want you to go look at my Facebook, and I want you to tell me if your posts match up to mine. Is it somewhere on the same level? You want to follow, just duplicate what you see your leaders doing, okay? If you see, but that does not mean go and save our picture and copy and paste our exact same caption at the exact same time. Do not do that. Do not copy and paste captions the same day, okay? Let's say that I post something today and you're like, dang, I like that caption. I really want to use it. Copy it and paste it to your notes and save it. In my notes, I have a little tab and it says post ideas. And then it's nothing but posts that I've copied and pasted from other people. And then whenever I'm ready to post, if I can't think of something to post, I go to that thread, I find something, I tweak it, I add it, I take things out, whatever I want to do. I make it mine with it was just this template idea, but then I'm going to sit there and I'm going to add to it, because let's say that you're having a brain fart and you can't think of a post. Go to this tab, read something, oh, wow, yeah, this is kind of jogging my memory. You can add things, take things out, tweak it, make it your own, bam, paste it, okay? Do things like that, but do not copy and paste it on the same day, because what you're doing, let's say that I did my post, and let's say Hannah sees it and she's like, dang, copy paste on the exact same day. Guess what she just did? The Facebook algorithm is going to pick up on that it's the exact same post. It's going to block my post from getting seen and block her post from getting seen. So she's not getting anything out of it. I'm not getting anything out of it. So we cannot do that. You can do it at a later date. But figure out what's not clicking. Okay. If you're doing all of the steps every single day, there's something that you're doing that's just not working. So you need to sit down and reevaluate it, or change a little bit of what you're doing. Send a new message. Post differently. Okay. If the way that you're posting isn't working for you, post differently. If you're following people every day, start following a different type of person. For me, I follow people who like makeup, fashion. I follow from boutiques mostly. Or if I go to the Explore page, now that I'm getting into working out and things like that, literally my Explore page is just outfits and workouts. And so I'll go to somebody who I think is cute, and I'll be like, okay, wow, go to her pictures and just follow some of her followers. But follow people who you have interest in. I'm not going to go and follow somebody who, what's something that I don't like to do? I don't know. I'm not going to go and follow somebody who likes something that I don't like, because we're not going to have anything in common. You know what I mean? But just keep going, because eventually it's going to take off. And one of my biggest tips is my business really, and I think that probably everybody who has over 25,000 followers or 2,500 followers on Instagram can vouch for this. Once I got to 2,500 followers on Instagram, my business took off. So make that your goal. Try to get as many followers as you can. What is a list of tasks that I should be doing every single day? Okay, let me find which spiral is it in? I got 2 hot pink spirals, and I'm like, probably should have changed it up a little bit. Okay, so this is my daily to-do. I message, I post, I add to my story, I follow up, I update my charts, I check in with my team, and I help my newbies. Okay, so that's what I do daily. So write that down, figure out what you need to do every single day that's non-negotiable, which it's going to be message, post, add to your story, follow up, update your charts so you know where you are on your promotion, like volume-wise, distributor-wise. Check in with your team. Hey, how's it going? What's going on? And help your new distributors. I keep following up and already, or they don't have the money. Okay, so what I would do is ask them, when do you think that you'll be ready? You know, or like for me, some people will say, well, I'll be ready on payday. Don't just say, okay, awesome, and leave it at that. Say, okay, great, when's payday, and I'll get you in my calendar. Pull it out of them, okay? They tell you, oh, the 15th. Say, okay, perfect. I'm going to write you down on the 15th and follow up with you then. You've told them that you're going to follow up with them, so now they're going to expect it. So now you're going to get your calendar, and you're going to write Sally on the 15th, and you're going to follow up with her. You have to just keep following up until they join. Like, whenever I tell you, like, my follow-up list, because promotion months, I get out all of my lists. I have a list of potentials all the way back to November of 2016, you guys. How many lists is that? For every single month that I've been in the business, I have a potential list. So I've been in the like this November, it'll be 3 years, and I have a list for every month. So I pull out all of those lists, okay, and I sit down and I message and I message and I message. Like, I'll probably spend a solid 3 days just following up with people who have not signed on, because like I said, as people sign on, I highlight them. So if they don't sign on, they're not highlighted, right? So I'm okay, you can still follow up with her. I'm still following up with people from November of 2016. Still, almost 3 years later. But guess what? They're going to sign on one day. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. So I'm going to keep following up until it happens. So the fortune is in the follow-up, because maybe 3 years ago wasn't the right time, but maybe now 3 years later is the right time. And if they don't have the money, so let's say that you're messaging them about keto coffee and chocolate greens, or something like that, or just ask them, like, could you swing $36 now, and try to get them started on the cleanse, something along those lines. You just never want to take no for an answer. So you just kind of want to like keep going. But, and this might come, you don't want to feel pushy. You're not going to feel pushy. Like, the only way that you're pushy or annoying is if you think you're being pushy and annoying. I've never once had the thought like, wow, I hope I don't annoy her. I've never had anybody message me and tell me that they're annoyed with me. I mean, now, in the beginning, when I was new to It Works, and people, like, I couldn't sit there and just like feel like I'm successful, shove it in your mouth, kind of thing. Like, people would say, wow, the green hearts are so annoying, or she's ruining emojis, just because they were bitter about what I was doing. People can't talk crap now. You know what I mean? Like, if you stick to this business and you keep going, you're going to shut their mouths, because they can't talk crap whenever you're doing big things. So just have that confident mindset. I was not like this when I joined this business. Don't think that I'm I was super to myself, shy, timid. This business has made me confident. It's also done that for Miss Courtney Booth. She was very quiet when she joined this business, y'all. Very quiet. And if you go watch her Instagram stories, she's not so quiet now. She's hilarious. Okay, I gotta find my question. What do you do when they say that they have no money? Offer them the business. If they say that they don't have money, literally the next message that I send is, I totally understand. Would you be open, or have you ever thought about making an income from your phone? Would you be open for more information? And then that's just how that goes. Deborah, I kind of answered that. I will post my daily to-do list also in the team chat page. And okay, I just thought of this. Me like posting this daily to-do list, make sure that you do it. That sounds so silly, but there's so many times that we're like, what should we be doing daily? And then we figure out what we need to be doing daily, and then we don't do it. What I suggest is have a place in your house where it's your workplace, okay? Not your couch and not your bed. At your kitchen table or at your office. Right now I'm sitting at the dining room table because I don't have a desk in my office yet. I have to build one or buy one. I don't know. But I'm at the table because this is not my bed. If we're working in our bed, we're going to get comfy. We're going to get sleepy. We're going to go to sleep. We're not going to be productive. If we're on the couch, we're just not, like, the TV's in front of us. Most likely we're going to get distracted. I'm in the dining room where there's nothing but my work. So when I'm working, I'm working. So I want you to all have your workspace, okay? If you have to go to Walmart and buy you can buy a desk for like $20 at Walmart and buy like a $10 chair. get something that is your work area, and then every single night sit down there and work. Okay. But that just kind of like talking about the daily to do made me think of that, because when you have your work area, you can post your daily to do on the wall, because then every single day, if you're sitting down at your desk, you're going to be looking at that daily to do list, and it's just going to kind of be there and remind you, oh, I need to do this. I need to do that. Also, something that I did whenever I was going diamond is I left sticky notes all over my house, like everywhere. On every mirror was like, you're going diamond. Sticky notes everywhere. Like in my closet, there was a sticky note. In my car, there was a sticky note. There were sticky notes everywhere telling me, you're going diamond, you're doing this, message, follow up, do this, post. That way I just kind of like remembered and did it. What tasks are needed to succeed in the business? Kind of did that. Already talked about that. When do you know to message people? How do you stay motivated? Okay, so when do you know to message people? So you're never going to add people and then message them right away, because that's just spammy, and to people that looks like you're only adding them, you're only friending them to make money off of them. So what you want to do is, if you're new in the business, this is how you're going to start messaging. You're going to go to Instagram, and you're going to go to your Instagram profile. Okay. Click on your followers, and you're going to scroll all the way down to the very, very bottom, because that person has been following you the longest. And then you're going to message up. Riley is teething. You're going to message up. Okay. So just go up, message everybody. Because then you know, like, okay, I haven't just followed them. I've been following them for a while. If you've been in the business for a while and you've already messaged everybody, just as you're growing your network, like try to remember who you followed last or who followed you last, or like take a screenshot and put like a line under it so you know like where you stopped, and then like start messaging from there. Does that make sense? You kind of got to have to keep track of it, but just message people that have been following you for a while, so there's somewhat that connection there. But also, you know, as people start to follow me, what I'll do is I'll go to their profile, like a few pictures, give them a few compliments, like in a comment or something like that. That way I'm like establishing a relationship. And then how do I stay motivated? Okay, this is one of my favorite questions. It's not so much about being motivated as it is discipline. If I was to stop working tonight after this Zoom, I would continue getting paid for probably 2 months. And then guess what? My paycheck's going to start dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping until it's hardly anything, because I won't be maintaining rank because I'm not enrolling. I'm not leading my team from the front. Everybody else is quitting. Okay, so it's not so much being motivated as it is disciplined to work this business. Okay, why, if you have another job, why do you wake up every day and go to it? Because you have to, right? If you want to live your life and pay your bills, you have to get up. I'm going to use Allison as an example. Allison, if you stopped going to work tomorrow and teaching your class, what would happen? You're going to get fired.
I would be much happier. But yeah, I would probably get fired.
Exactly. And if she got fired, she's not going to be able to pay her bills, right? I mean, she would, because she's a diamond. She'd be able to pay some of them. But once she goes double and she does quit, like if you didn't go to work, you're not going to be able to pay your bills. You're not going to be able to have groceries. You're not going to be able to provide for your kids. So if I don't work this business, I'm not going to be able to pay my bills. I'm not going to be able to get groceries. I'm not going to be able to take care of my kids. I'm not going to be able to do the things that I want to do in life. So this is just like any other job, you guys. This is just like whenever I was a hairstylist. If I wanted to get paid that day, I had to go to the hair salon and I had to do work. Just like if you want to go somewhere in this business, every single day you have to be doing income producing activities and working towards it. So it's just, you gotta do the work. What are your tips to get where you are now? Consistent. Be consistent. I don't do anything different now than I did before. I'm still posting. I mean, the way I post is different, but you know what I mean. I'm still posting. I'm still messaging. I'm still talking to my team. I'm still following up with people. I'm still leading from the front. One of the things that really, really pushes me is, and especially since this team is getting so big and we have so many dang rock stars coming out, one of my biggest things that I always try to do is I try to be the hardest worker on my team. I try to always have the most enrollments. And let me tell you, there was some people who almost caught up to me last month, and I was like, dang, I better get my booty in gear. Okay, so always try to be the hardest worker, no matter where you are in this business, no matter if you just joined as a distributor, if you're an executive, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, wherever you are, try to be the hardest worker, okay? and try to do better than you did last month. Okay, so last month I signed on 15 loyal customers. My goal this month, I want to get at least 30. You know, like set those goals with yourself and kind of challenge yourself. But tips to get where I am now, be consistent. That's all it is. How do you get your friends and followers? Like, okay, I said that. I get them from boutiques, just things like this. How do I do my giveaways? So, like, giveaways are always different. Like, I've never done one like I'm doing right now. So, like, my giveaway that I'm doing this week, it's on Instagram. So, to be entered, which everybody's just entered into the same giveaway on Instagram, if they are following me and tag 3 friends in that post, then they get 1 entry. And then if they share it to their story and tag me, they get another entry. That same giveaway, the Keto Coffee giveaway on Facebook, they have to comment on the post their favorite emoji and tag 3 friends. And then I'm messaging them to get them to do a host a post. And then they get entered. So you can just do it however you want. No, we do not have essential oils anymore. You might still, our distributors, can we still order essential oils like ourselves? Is it still in our orders? It might still be in our orders, like for us to order through eSuite, but customers cannot order essential oils. Okay, so what if they want to browse the products? Okay, if they want to browse the products, like if they're just like serious about you sending your dang website so they can look over the products, send your dang website, but just make sure, like what I do, because I do have people like that. So normally I'll send my website and I just say, let me know if you have any questions. I'll follow up with you in 30 minutes. So that way they know, like, I need to look at this now because in 30 minutes she's going to be messaging me asking me what I want. So give them kind of like a time limit, like 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. So there's, okay. So, Hannah, I like what you said. So what they announced this at conference, and someone who is at conference, make sure that I'm understanding this correctly. But I think that what we're going to be able to do as distributors is send them a pre-made cart. So like if they tell us, I want keto coffee, chocolate greens, and cleanse, we as the distributor can like go to our website somehow, put those products in the cart, and then send them the link with the cart. It's like, so they're like tied to us as a customer. It's a link that's got their products that they want in the cart, and then they just go and check out. So it'd be us get like the products in their cart for them, and then them doing the checkout part. So I'm ready for that to be a thing. Yes, Carissa, I will post that in the team page, my daily to-do list. Yes, Tristan, I still follow up with people. Literally, I will follow up with people until they block me, they say no, or they sign up. My follow-up. I've had some people who literally I followed up with them probably 15 times, and they just still read it. And I'm just like, but the thing is, at the end of each of my follow-up message, it says, let me know either way if you're still interested or not. Let me know either way if you're still interested or not. And like these people that I'm following up with multiple times, I change the message every time, but at the end, it's still let me know either way because the ball is in their court. I'm going to keep following up with you because you haven't told me that you don't want this product. So as far as I know, you're still interested. You're just not ready yet. So next month, I'm going to follow up with you kind of thing. So always follow up. Keep following up. Sabrina, yes, just keep following up with people. A really good message. I'll have to go through my messages and find it, but it's something along the lines of, I sent this out. I haven't used this message in a really long time, but the last time I sent it out, I signed on 4 distributors within an hour from this distributor follow-up message. I just sent it to everybody. It's something like, hey girl, like when we first talked, you were super excited. What's like on a scale of 1 to 10, like where are you? Like 1, not ready. Like 7 was like kind of ready, scared, have a little bit of questions. And most people were saying 7, 7, 7. I was like, well, 7 is really close to 10. So why don't you just jump in? And they were like, okay. And that would work really good now because you'd be like, why don't you just jump in? It's only $20. Like, hello. And if you've used all of your $20 codes, if we get down to the end of this month and we've got so many potentials, we can just start like a code share pool. And like, if you've got like 5 codes left, if you want to share them with people, you can do that. So there's the daily task. Okay, so interact with people. So what that means is, like, let's say that you just follow me on Instagram. You're going to go and like, my first 5 pictures. Like, interact with my Instagram. So go and like some of my pictures. Go and like comment on some of my pictures. That way, because I've got to get a drink. Hold on. What that's going to do is I'm going to get a notification. Oh, so-and-so is liking my stuff. Oh, wow, here, she just gave me a comment. I'm going to go to your Instagram and be like, who is this girl? Why is she giving me this compliment on these jeans? Like, who are you? And then you've been posting about the business. You've posted results and be like, wow, that keto coffee, that seems really good. That's how this business works, you guys. Like, that's all it is. Like, try to get people looking at your stuff. Do you use Connect? I do. I do use Connect. I do not think that my Connect app is working right, though, because I'm not getting notifications, and my phone contact, they're not all there. So I don't know. I've posted in the Lifers page to try to figure it out. So once I get an update on that, I'll let y'all know. And we can do a training over Connect. I just need to figure it out first because it still confuses me. Everybody sneeze. Okay, so I messaged a couple people and sent the product info after they decided that they wanted, and they have left me on red for a couple days now, and I don't exactly know how to follow up with them about that. Okay, so whatever product they're interested in, just send them a message, short, simple, and sweet. Hey, girl, I just wanted to check in with you, see if you were still interested in ordering keto coffee. Let me know either way, something like that. Do you follow up with people more than once a month, or is it weekly or what? Okay, so I follow up based on like how the conversation is going. So let's say that I'm talking to you about keto coffee and you seem super excited, and then you just stop responding to me. I'm going to follow up with you the next day because you seemed like you were super excited for that keto coffee. So I'm going to follow up the next day and be like, hey girl, like you were so excited last night. Like, are you ready to get your order in? If you still don't respond to me, I'm going to wait like 2 to 3 days. Then I'm going to send you a message. Hey, girl, just checking with you. I wanted to see if you still want to get your order placed. Let me know either way. If you're still not responding, I'm going to follow up the next Friday. Okay, and then if you don't respond to that, then you just become like a once a month kind of thing. So, okay, so the way that I follow, okay, so on Facebook, I've actually like, let me see, probably at my friend limit. Yeah, I can add 5 more people on Facebook. So I don't add anybody on Facebook, and I don't accept any friend requests on Facebook because my Facebook is public. You can go to my Facebook and see everything without being my friend. So I don't add anybody on Facebook. But on Instagram, what I do is I look, the profiles that I follow from, I make sure that they're like legit profiles. You know what I mean? So like I'll find one real quick. I'll go and like I'll find, just look at like a cute profile. Like this one's cute. Whoops. She's got a lot of followers. So I'll just go, and because I follow from like fashion bloggers, makeup bloggers, things like that. So y'all can't see that. So like this is like a cute profile, right? So like I know she's like a real person. She's a blogger. So I'm gonna go to her. Here's an outfit. I like this outfit. So I'm gonna go to the people who have liked it. And then all of these people, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at their pictures, okay? And if they look like, they're a girl around my age who I think like might be interested in this business, I'm gonna follow them. I don't look at profiles whenever I'm following because normally my Instagram is private, and so I have to accept the friend request. And so what I do is I look at them then. So let's say that I went and followed 40 people and I have 15 follow requests. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the time before I accept those people to go and look at their profile. And what I do, since I have gotten like, now what I do is I allow other It Works distributors to follow me just because I am like at Triple Diamond. I know people are going to be like, oh wow, go, like other leaders tell their team to go and follow me. And so I do allow anybody who's in It Works to follow me, but I don't follow them back. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be going through sending my messages and actually or accidentally message somebody who's in It Works, because I know we all hate when that happens. And I'm just going to say this. if somebody messages you and they're in the business, do not send them a mean message back. Don't do that. Be nice, because we're all one team, one mission. There's going to be people who I've accidentally messaged people. Whenever I was pushing for double, I was messaging presidentials, triples. Like, I didn't care. I was just like, I'm messaging everybody. I don't care who you are, I'm messaging you, because I was pushing for that promotion. So if somebody accidentally messages you, just be like, hey, I'm so proud of you for sending your message and planting so many seeds, but I'm a blank with It Works, or I'm also in the business, something like that, like good luck. There was somebody on Sherry Lynn Acala's team who's a double diamond messaged me the other day on Facebook, and I was just like, hey girl, like, I'm in the business too. But I was just nice to her, and so we just like had a conversation about the business. So be nice. I think that answered that question though. Like, I look at their picture, and if they look like they're around my age, think they might be interested in the business, I follow them, and then as they follow me back, I go and look at their profile. So, all righty. That's all the questions that are here. Do y'all have any more questions? Ask them all, girl. Yes, Lightroom is the only app that I use to edit pictures. I think Lightroom was free, wasn't it? I think the app Lightroom was free. And then, like I said, like you can go, which that's something we can do. Let's, as leaders, let's get all the leaders on here. Let's go to Etsy and try to find some cheap filters and post them in the the team chat. That way, like, and I'm not saying that you have to go and buy a filter to edit your pictures. That's not what I'm telling you. If you want to, you can go and do that. It has helped me. I literally get so many messages, like, people will say, oh my gosh, I love the way your pictures look. What preset do you use? Like, yeah, Cambry got 6 for $10. I need to know which one you bought. I feel like I need more. But that's pretty much it. I don't know if there's any. So it's like a preset. So I'll kind of show y'all. It's pretty fun. Oh my gosh, I got a notification from the Connect app. Maybe it fixed itself. Okay, so what I do, let me find a picture. There's one. Okay, so like here's a picture of me and Riley, not edited. So I'm going, like, what you do, I guess, okay, whatever. We'll do like a Lightroom training later. You add it in your thing, and I've edited, like, my pictures are already edited with the preset that are saved right here. So I can just go to the last picture that I took and click these little dots in the top corner, and it's going to say copy settings. I can copy everything, like all the settings for that picture, and then go back to the picture of me and Riley and paste it. And so then it's all done. So it's literally just like that. But do y'all have any last questions? You make all your jewelry? Oh, wow. Good job, Bert. Cambry has an announcement. I can unmute you. Why isn't it? There it is.
I am 2 distributors away from being charted for double diamond.
How many?
2.
2?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I challenge you to do that tonight.
Oh, I'm doing it like tonight.
Get charted for double. Also, Brooke Rankin is engaged. Congratulations. That is awesome. I was seriously like crying after I saw that video. So freaking cute. Okay. Let's see. Yes. All right. Any last questions? All right. I'm going to take a picture real quick so everybody smile. Look cute. All right. Hold on. Let's redo this. Turn your videos on. There's too many videos not on. Everybody turn on your. There's all those faces. There we go. We've got 3 more. Okay. All right, everybody smile. Yay! All right. All right, no more questions. I'm going to